Hey guys, I'm Victor Cooper and welcome to another Weekend Route Adventure Club outdoor tips video. In this video we're going to be going through my backpack and we're just going to look at a few things that you might not think about to pack. Just a few things that are going to make your life a little more comfortable. This thing is packed full of great stuff. It's not that heavy, so it's not going to weigh me down, but there's a lot of stuff in here and I've thought it out. So first thing we'll do is just talk about the pack itself. This is a Tenzing bag. But there's lots of good quality brands out there. Just something that's not going to rip, that has a few compartments, and it's comfortable to wear. And in the side here, of course, I've got some winter warm stuff. I've got a beanie or a toque, and a really good pair of warm gloves. Set those aside. I also keep a few toe warmers and hand warmers in here. It's a comfort that's not necessary, but you don't always just want to pack for what's necessary. Sometimes it's nice to pack for what's going to keep you extra comfortable while you're outside. Okay, right in this first pocket here, I actually have a little bit of fire starter. It's just like a little chunk of log that burns really quickly, or it gets started really quickly and it burns for a long time. Again, you can make a fire with just some tinder, just some kindling that you find around the woods, and a flint. But if you don't need to go through all that and you can get a fire started quickly, why not? Okay, I've got my ember lit. There's another video on this that shows you exactly what this is, but it's basically just like a little collapsible fireplace. So you open it up and you get 4 walls and a floor that you can build your fire in, keep everything up off the ground, keep the wind out of it. It's a great little product. And then at the top it's got some crosser bars and you can boil some water on it in a pot. I've also got some first aid here, just a couple little things, some band-aids, got some Blistex there. A lot of these things are just to keep you comfortable. Yeah, you might just nick your finger a little bit and you're going to be fine, but if you put a band-aid on it, right away you feel better. And so if you are in a scenario where you injure yourself or something like that, and you're in the woods a little longer than you intended, a couple things like antibiotic ointment, these things are just going to make your life a little easier, make you feel more comfortable, keep your morale up. Okay, take a couple granola bars with me, sweet and salty. Again, that's not going to last me a long time, but it'll make me feel a little bit better if I'm just in the woods a little longer than I was expecting. Some binder twine, and I also have a little bit of paracord here. This is just a nice thing to have around in case you need to repair something, or if you want to make a little clothesline to dry off some of your clothes. In this pouch over here, I've got some fishing line and a couple of lures. Nothing crazy. I would certainly want to take more lures with me if I was going on a fishing trip, but it's enough to just kind of help me out if I'm in a pickle. Got a flashlight. I've got a knife in here. I always keep a couple knives just in case I lose one. The other thing is, a lot of the knives that I have are gifts or knives that I purchased on a nice trip somewhere, and so it's kind of nice to pull that out and just go, oh yeah, that feels good. You know, that's a good memory. And it's good to have good memories when you're in the woods and things aren't always going your way. I also bring a lighter. Yeah, I've got a flint, and I can start a fire with just a flint, but why not have a lighter on you? Especially if you get lost and it's super, super cold. You don't want to be messing around with a flint if you can just use a lighter. There's no reason to get too tough about it. Okay, that's everything in that spot there. We'll go to the main compartment here. I've got some Maxwell House, some coffee, some mocha coffee, a couple more toe warmers. Got a nice big thermos here. You can also clip this on the outside and save yourself some space, but I didn't really need anything else in here, so I figured I might as well put it inside. It's great to have a good quality thermos. If you're out here, you melt some snow and make yourself a little coffee, then you can pour that into the thermos and have it all day. That'll stay hot, even in weather like this, that'll stay hot for a good 8 to 10 hours. I got a couple MSR pots and pans here. Get that lid open. Pot there, and there's another pot inside. Okay, that's great for melting snow, making coffee, whatever it is you want to do. I also have one pair of fresh socks and fresh underwear. This is gonna be a lifesaver. If you get wet, you get a soaker, to be able to put on some fresh, warm, dry socks and clean underwear. That's going to keep your morale up and help you kind of get through whatever tough time you're going through. A little bit more in the way of first aid. I've got some gauze. That would be for if I really cut myself or burn myself. You put some ointment on that and wrap it up really good. The last thing you want to do is get an infection. So just as quickly as you can take care of that, that's what you want to do. And some of these tents are bandages. Sometimes that's nice just to put around that because it keeps everything wrapped up tight. You don't have to worry about the gauze falling off. 1 bottle of water. Obviously, I'm not going to carry enough water to last me for too terribly long because that's really heavy. But 1 bottle of water is nice, and it also acts as a bottle that you can use for later. When you start melting snow, once that cools down, you can pour it into a bottle, and you've got a nice, easy to drink out of bottle for later. Some cough drops, some Ricola. Those are my favorite. And then I got 1 more knife here. Actually, I have 2 more knives here, but it's a little overkill, so I thought I would just bring out 1. But I've got 2 more knives here. Like I say, I like to keep a couple on me. I also have 1 in my pocket. No, sorry, right here. So I'm a bit of a knife collector, so I like to have a few on me, and that way I'm not getting caught off guard. And last thing I have here is a headlamp. And these will come in handy if you're working on something in the middle of the night rather than holding the flashlight. You put this on, click it on, and you can use both hands to do whatever it is you need to do. So that's my backpack. If I forgot anything, or if you've got something that you like to put in your backpack, just let me know in the comments below, and maybe we can feature that the next time.